yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try the air now with Herbert toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert, flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. First target, first catch, and a first down. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now a timeout signaled for. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one. And maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The final shot before the break for Herbert. The ball comes out. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Taking it about the 1.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. From just shy of midfield, Smith completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Smith on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be taken at the 13.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the end zone, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Goodwin. So the completion good for 6 yards down. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
They'll give this one to Eckler.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Throwing, Herbert.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Draw play, it's Eckler, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Nick Folk for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blow. It's the setup punch. Like you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They're already in range for a potential game-winning field goal, but they certainly want to get him as close as possible before sending him out there. Nice job defensively to force the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Running left is Walker.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one winner. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it.